So, here's three of Tamron's latest lenses. I actually named the Tamron 15-30 Lens of the Year for 2015. Not had any negative feedback from the many countless people that purchased off my recommendation. I also own the Nikkor, which is $2,000 lens, 14-24 2.8. This lens is incredible. It actually has VR. It actually has less distortion at both ends than the Nikkor does. Now, the Nikkor 14-24 was the it lens, meaning, it's like, well, what's a really good full frame wide zoom? It's like, there is one lens. It's the Nikkor 14-24. This just tap danced all over top of that. Nobody believed it, and then all the reports started rolling out that, yes, that's the case. I also made a video last year saying that Tamron, I told people, I made this specific video. If I gotta find it, I'll find it. It's out there somewhere in 3,400 videos. I said Nikon, that Tamron is kicking butt and taking names. And obviously I underestimated even the extent of the praise that I was giving Tamron at the time. This is, the only reason I chose the 45 is 45mm over the 35mm version of this is that I wanted the slightly longer focal length for use between FX and DX. Actually, human vision is not 50mm, it's right at 42mm, so this is right at the field of view of normal human eyesight. So everybody says, why I did test out the 35mm extensively. It's just as good as this. It renders a beautiful, creamy portrait lens, portraiture rendition out of the 45 and the 35. So that's the reason. That combined with the fact that I own a bazillion 35mm lenses, and I just didn't want another 35, so that's the reason why I chose the 45. There also is now a docking capsule that will allow firmware update via the CPU contacts and the firmware chip inside these lenses. I'll post the link below to that. I think it's about to roll out for Nikon. That if when Nikon rolls out new cameras or changes their firmware, that Tamron will let you do instant updates via your computer for that. But the video that I made last year was, even though it was extremely high praise for Tamron, it was obviously an understatement. Everything I said about this lens, the 15-30 a year and a half ago, which proved to be entirely valid. It is a big honking log of a lens, but it's a bulbous fisheye 15-30 2.8 lens. Here we have it. The Tamron 70-200 2.8. One thing I didn't actually mention in my review yesterday is that while this is not specifically rated as weather sealed, it does have gaskets at all the juncture points of both the front element and the front and rear ring of the zoom and the front and rear ring of the autofocus, the focus ring for this particular lens. I forgot to mention that it's actually a magnesium tripod color instead of aluminum, which does have a steel insert, and it is removable. It is a metal bodied lens. I've been using it much of the day today. I just about killed myself yesterday, not literally, but I pounded this lens really hard on 3 different camera bodies to make sure that the review was exact and precise. And I said I put my money where my mouth is, and I even paid sales tax on this lens. So, so Tamron's kicking it for. I was anticipating before getting this lens, like I said before, that if it was even 80 or 85% as good as the $2,800 Nikkor VR3, that it would be a top value recommendation. It's like, well, if you're you want the absolute, and everything is about minuscule percentages. When you talk about like a race car versus ultra high performance car, you're paying upwards of 2, 3, God knows how much more for just a few small percentage points of improvement, but those small percentage points add up. And I thought, well, if it's pretty damn close for $1,500 less, I'll still give it a glowing recommendation. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'll point out that while the talking heads are talking about focus breathing, that's not an issue on a 70 to 200. Back just a few years ago, you could not actually get a 70 to 200 to focus that damn close, nor is this lens meant to be used at 4 damn feet. Excuse me, the talking heads have got it wrong. If you're worried about focus breathing at 4 or 5 feet, then you have a screw loose. This lens is absolutely incredible. I give it a 9.5 plus out of 10. Now, not in 70 to 200s, but all damn Nikkor lenses combined, including off-brand. This is absolutely now the #1 top value lens. Now you'll notice something here, and I'll make a prediction about the future with my invisible crystal ball here. You see there's a trinity of lenses. Now this is from 2015, which I named #1 lens of the year. Now the trinity of lenses is the 15 or 14 to 24, the 15 to 30, same thing Tamron has here. The other trinity lens is the 70 to 200, which we have here, which is now absolutely kicks total ass. I'm predicting that Tamron, and I've been predicting this now for a couple months, is going to come out with a new version, they have to, of the 24 to 70. I'm going to predict that that's going to come either this year sometime or early next year. I think it really does have to come out. It really does, because right now Nikon has 2 of the 3 damn Trinity lenses wrapped up. Nikon. I said Nikon again. I'm sorry. I keep thinking Nikon mount, but I meant to say Tamron, damn it. Tamron has 2 of the 3 Trinity lenses wrapped up. Right here and right here. Only thing that's missing is the 24 to 70. And it's not like, well, this is Tamron's version. No, it's like these are, these are it. VR. It's better than the 14 to 24. This is it. Now, this is, I was thinking, well, there's no way it's going to outperform the $2,800 Nikkor. But it does. It does. This lens does, damn it. It does. It does. I don't care about the focus breathing, and neither should you. If you're worried about shooting a 70 to 200 at 4 feet or less, then, forget about it, alright? Get it out of your head. The low light performance on this is better. All things being equal, doing multiple shots over and over and over again on 3 different bodies, comparing back and forth between the Tamron 7200 and the Nikkor VR3. People kept asking, well, several people kept asking me, it's like, why didn't you compare this to the, and you saw it in the video yesterday, I have the first version of this lens. I thought, well, it's going to be better. This lens is not better than the old version of the Tamron. It is worlds better. It immediately became abundantly clear that this lens is so much damn better that I was just an idiot to even think about comparing it. It's like, I'm comparing a rusty Volkswagen to, a Lamborghini. So, about 40 minutes into testing, I was like, what the hell am I doing testing this against the old Tamron? Let's just stick to testing it against a $2,800 Nikkor VR3. That's the only valid test there is. So the people that did ask me about testing this against the Tamron, which I have, you saw in the video that I have that lens also, it was just useless. It's just too far apart. It's like, say, well, how does it compare? It's worlds better. That's the answer for you. So that's why I immediately halted testing. I wanted to do all testing in one day, be complete and thorough and methodical. I said I burned the candle at both ends on that, but it wasn't even worth testing. They're too far apart. And awesome lens. Well, it's a lot skinnier now, but so the prediction I made about Tamron a year ago not only has been proven to be accurate, but has been proven to be deadly, cutting edge, bleeding edge actually, not cutting edge, bleeding edge accurate. Tamron is kicking ass, taking names, and they're tap dancing on a few lens manufacturers' skulls. Let me repeat that, tap dancing on some people's skulls. I'm sure Tamron's happy about that. I'm thinking this is, it's not a loss leader. Obviously Tamron's making a profit. Tamron ain't going to be making this lens at a losing profit, but what Tamron is doing, and I'm going to speculate on this, is that, you know, you could either make like 100,000 lenses at $100 profit a piece, which is not what the actual profit is. It's obviously higher than that. Or you can make a bazillion lenses at less profit. This is just now, there's no brainer. It's like, you know what, 72, this is it. Yeah, but it's so inexpensive. I mean, it can't be as good as no, it's better. It's better. It's better than the $2,800 Nikkor? No, yeah, it is, yeah. Especially in low light. All lens design is a trade-off anyway. The important point, too, even those people that cared about the focus breathing, that I will damn well point out, is that even though this was basically 50 millimeters less in the focus breathing on the field of view at 4 feet between the Nikkor, when I scaled both images to the same size, like the postage stamps and other things, the Tamron was still sharper. Not by much, just by a hair, but I mean, the Nikkor was already, you know, cutting edge sharp, but this was a hair sharper. Lots, and I just didn't do like, you know, I'm going to take 4 shots and 4 shots. That's not what I did. I went back and forth, indoors, outdoors, back and forth, back and forth. You know, there's variance in vibration reduction when the actual shutter opens, first curtain and second curtain closes. So you can't take like 4 shots of one lens. That's not going to tell you anything. You have to have a wider spectrum sample. So I did do that. Yeah, the Tamron is a hair sharper. I don't think anybody wanted me to post 10,000 images of them back and forth either, but, you know, I take the lens review seriously, and it is sharper. Yeah, this lens is unbelievable. When I did the live stream last night, I mean, there was like a bazillion people that joined the live stream. And I asked people, I said, what do you think? You know, I've already done all the testing, and I'm just totally worn out. The 70 to 200 is, and as about 40% of the people said, you know, compared to the Nikkor. It's like, what do you think about it? Do you think it's going to suck, or is it going to be awesome? Another 40% of the people thought, well, maybe it's going to suck, you know, because it's so cheap. When I told people how incredible it was, I had a lot of people saying, no, tell me the truth now, you know, stop pulling my leg, you know, stop it. It's like, no, I don't joke about that kind of stuff. This lens is no joke. It's the furthest thing from it. At $1,300, it's ridiculous. Hello, I'd like to buy the Lamborghini over there that's marked at $10,000. Yeah, the shiny red Lamborghini. Yeah, that one there. It's marked 10,000. That's what this lens is. That was a little bit of joke, but it was right on point. So kudos to Tamron. Tamron not only kicked ass. They didn't kick ass. Kicking ass would be like kicking someone's ass from here, you know, a few feet away. Nikon. Tamron kicked a few people's butts into orbit with this lens, as well as they did a couple years ago with the 15 to 30. Now Tamron is only missing one Trinity lens. So I'm going to predict, since Trinity lens, I figure the next lens has got to be the 24 to 70. That's just a speculation on my part, but it is entirely logical. You see, when Tamron, I keep saying Nikon, keep thinking Nikon mount. These are available in Canon mount also. When Tamron owns all 3 Trinity lenses and owns the best lenses, and you know, that's something that people are gonna go. You know, well, you know, 3 Trinity lenses. Well, they're all Tamron lenses, really. You know, even if money's no object, yes, they're all Tamron lenses. I think that is an accolade that Tamron wants hanging in the halls of their buildings. Like, we own it. The 3 Trinity lenses, boom, boom. Here's 2 of them. Best, absolute frigging best. And then the missing one right here. I assume that is coming soon to a theater near you. Kudos to Tamron. You, sir, kicked ass. You kicked ass, Tamron. But I predicted that a year ago in a video too, but I underestimated how much they'd kick ass. Thanks for watching so much. If you like this video, drop a buck or 2. Tell me jump off a cliff. Go buy this Tamron lens. No! No, damn it. You won't regret it. You won't. It's impossible. Thanks. Bye.